Good evening, ghouls and ghosts. I'm here with you to interview Rob Orr. So, Rob, you have two current music projects out at the moment, Vincent Van Ghoul and separately The Creepers. Can you tell us a little bit about both?
Well, The Creepers actually came first. I was actually in a full band called The Creepers, but I got kicked out and they changed the band over to a political punk band. And I called up the guitarist and said, I'm keeping the name, and just kept going with it. And then the Vincent Van Ghoul thing happened because I had no way of actually performing the Creeper stuff, so I just started doing a lot of it acoustic at a local coffee shop.
Wow, that's quite an interesting wrap-up. Okay, if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
David Phantom, Mikey Guru, you, Dickie Devil, and there's actually a lot. So,
okay, so what bands do you find yourself listening to most at the moment?
Lately it's been a lot of Rob Goblin, Evelyn's Casket, the Lycotones, the Writhers, stuff like that.
Okay, so what's something that you listen to that most people wouldn't think of based on your music?
Probably the fact that I listen to a whole lot of Britney Spears.
That is surprising. Okay. What do you do outside of music?
I'm an author. I'm working on a book. I'm a published poet. I'm still working with that. And I make Jason masks. I've actually got one on my wall. Unfortunately, it's not in frame, but it's over there. It's a take on the NES mask.
Right on. We got time. You want to show it?
Yeah, let me get it down real quick. It's not finished, but it's there. So, give me one second. It's made from one of the dollar store masks.
Oh, yeah?
But it's painted and weathered by yours truly.
That's great.
Took me about 3 days to make.
So you're an author. Tell us more about your books.
I'm working on a series of anthologies based around some fantasy stuff. I created a whole bunch of characters and decided with this first one it's going to be basically a guild of mercenaries, and I'm about 3/4 of the way through the first one and about halfway through the second story that are going to be in it. And it's all based around a character I played in Skyrim.
Nice. So you said that you are published, so are the books out?
No, the books are not. I'm a published poet. When I was a teenager, I wrote a bunch of poetry and put it on poetry.com.
Nice.
And in 5 straight books, they put some of mine in there.
Oh, cool. That's what's up. Yeah, I've had a few poems up there from a long time ago. I never won anything, though.
I didn't expect to have anything happen. I was just like, I need to put these somewhere where I won't lose them.
Right on. So you were a professional wrestler at some point. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. I actually started training when I was 12. I lied about my age. They later found out that I had lied, but by then I was already working. What could they do to me? But I started out with the unfortunate gimmick of Cowboy Bob. Hated that gimmick. I had to wear chaps and cowboy hat, and I came out to Hank Williams, which I didn't mind that. I love Hank Williams, but I just hated that gimmick because they made me really affect my Texas accent in order to do it. And when I threatened to walk finally, they were like, okay, we'll change your gimmick. And they tried to bleach my hair and turn me into an 80s rocker, which my hair didn't take the bleach well, so I wound up with kind of gray hair.
Mm.
And I was Robbie Zinger. And it's when I first started teaming with my best friend. We were Robbie Zinger and Dynamite Derek. We were the Young Rockers. And I do not look back fondly on that either because I based my whole character's persona around Vince Neil.
That's still interesting, though.
And then I wrestled a lot under my real name, and they repackaged my buddy as well, and we just kind of stayed a tag team. We just changed our name and changed our gimmicks. We basically became us, but far more amplified. And honestly, being a professional wrestler was the best job I ever had. I got to travel. I got to do the one thing I had wanted to do outside of music.
Right.
And it was just fantastic.
Interesting. All right, so to switch gears, what kind of gear do you have?
I've got for the acoustic stuff, I've got a Fender Tim Armstrong Hellcat. I've got also the guitar I used well before that, which is an old New York and Company guitar that I named Carol Ann that I've had for 20 years. I've got an ESP X-Tone PS1. That's the guitar that I actually played on the full band recording of Return of the Living Dead, or Return of the Loving Dead. Can't even say my own name. Unfortunately, it's got an issue, so I haven't been able to use it. I'm using a knockoff Strat right now. And I went and I looked at it prior to, it's actually a PV Fury, fully customized bass. The guy who gave it to me did not like anything about it, so he changed it, and it's now fretless as well, which is awesome.
Right on.
And I do my drums through my DAW. I've got a drum minion that I use that has taken me forever to learn how to do properly.
All right.
And then I've got, for my amp, it's a Fender Mustang Mark III, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a Fender Mustang Mark III. That I just love that thing. That thing has every tone I could ever want.
That's crazy. It's quite a catalog, man. Especially to be using and needing it all, but that's cool to hear for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the cheapest thing is my microphone, and it's from the game Rock Band.
Oh, really? Interesting fact. Yeah. All right, so what's something that you hope to accomplish in 2021?
I want to get this Creepers album done in 2021. I've had a lot of people coming to me going, hey, when are you going to do the Creepers thing? We've heard Return of the Living Dead, and we've heard Werewolf. We want more. It's really, really good. Like David Phantom and Kim Trails, more specifically, have come to me about it. But, yeah, I want to get that done, and I'd like to do another black metal album.
Oh, so you're a black metal artist also?
Yeah, I have a black metal project called Plaguebearer, which is just me. And I started doing that just because I was like, hey, that's something I haven't done yet. So you head over to theplaguebearer.bandcamp.com and find my my EP, The Rise of the Easterling. I shamelessly ripped off J.R.R. Tolkien.
Cool. So is that a Bandcamp exclusive? You can't find that anywhere else?
Right, yeah, that's no, actually it's on Spotify and all that. I have it I got it distributed out to all the online stores, same as my other music through DistroKid.
So the Plaguebearer on any platform?
Pretty much, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. That makes it much easier for people to find.
Right.
All right, man, here's the extra question. I see on your Facebook profile that you used to do freestyle rap, and I see that you have a SoundCloud, but I wasn't able to link to it. So, did you used to be a SoundCloud rapper?
Yes and no. I don't do like mumble rap or anything like that, but I did for a while. And I actually have some ideas for another release for that soon. I used to do a lot of rapping as Damien X, which also is on Bandcamp, damienx.bandcamp.com. There's like 6 albums on there. I started doing that because a buddy of mine wanted to start a rap group, and he was like, you play drums, so you have rhythm, so you can rap. You're joining this group.
Right.
And it just kind of went from there. I started out doing the Juggalo thing because that's what he wanted to do, and eventually I left that group, started doing it on my own, and I really wanted to be more like Mad Child at one point because I just liked that he could do kind of whatever he wanted with it. But the problem I had with rapping is the fan base I was trying to cater to was really elitist, and like if you didn't do exactly the right thing, then they didn't want to hear from you.
Right.
which is why I wound up going back to doing just the horror punk stuff, because I love the fan base in horror punk, and I love how the other artists like yourself and David Phantom and Kim Trails, as my examples, are like, hey, I heard your song. Let me give you some constructive criticism and some advice on how you can make that so much better.
Right, that's awesome. So you said that you did a black metal album. It's kind of surprising to me that your hip-hop stuff wouldn't be more in the vein of Ghostmain or rap metal. Did you experiment with that at all?
I did, actually. I have some of that, like I say, on my Bandcamp. I have one song, I want to say it's on Decay Music Volume 2. It's either that or Not Like You. It's one of those two albums, where I made a beat with my own guitar work on it, and then I sampled New Shit by Marilyn Manson vocals as the chorus and the outro.
Wow.
And it's me and Scratch and No Mac the Heathen rapping on that one. I liked to inject the metal and stuff into the hip-hop because it was just fun. I would take those kind of instrumentals. I made my own, by the way. I would take those instrumentals, and then I would take like what I wanted to do lyrically, which was the more backpack style stuff, and rap over that instead of, you know, trying to be like Limp Bizkit and others that did that style.
All right, so real quick, for all the people that are interested in your music, can you name every one of your musical projects one more time?
Yeah. I've got that have releases out right now. I've got Damien X, Vincent Van Ghoul, the Plaguebearer, and the Creepers. I've got some that I'm working on that don't have anything out yet, and those will be out when they come out. Those are lesser projects. They're just stuff I'm doing for fun. But the main ones are Damien X, the Creepers, the Plaguebearer, and Vincent Van Ghoul.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, I just want to thank you for your time and for letting me interview you. It's been really fun, but I'm going to split. Till next time.
All right.
Long live the horror, man.
Long live the horror.
Werewolves, what's holding me? Werewolf, it's lycanthropy. Werewolf, and it's a full moon tonight. Werewolf, what's holding me?